when I write a paper, my process is that, okay, I'll go and collect my data, I'll do all my analysis, etc., etc., etc. Then I have a process of thinking, okay? And that thinking is about, okay, well, what does my data mean? Okay, like what are the, what are the trends in the data? And that's informed by the statistics that I've run. But it is about thinking, okay, well, what's the story here? Okay, then the next step for me is, okay, how can I tell the story in a visual way? Okay, so what chart or figure or combination of figures tells the story? I then create the figure. Okay, so the first thing that I do that actually goes into the final article is that I make all of the figures first, which maybe sounds really, really weird way round of doing things, but and it took me a while to get here, and I push my students to do it that way, and it takes them a long time to get there, and like there's other processes, but I do think it's a helpful one. But once I have my figures, I know what the story is in the paper, and everything else becomes easy. Okay, so I know what my story is, it's displayed there visually. Okay, the results section actually just becomes a description of the figure, of the important things in the figures, which you can see there on that slide. So once you have your figures, it takes 30 minutes to write the results section, and then you in terms of the introduction and the discussion, that's all crafted around the story that you're trying to tell. Methods is a bit different because it's just a description of what you did, so that can be written at any point. But yeah, like it's a little bit like my hints and tips on writing of, okay, well, go away, do all your reading, then think. Where the think step is often not done, to full fruition. It's a bit like that. It's the same here. It's okay, collect data, look at it, analyze it, but then really have a good think about its meaning. Does that make sense? You guys still hanging in with me okay?